everyone, it's Sarah, and today I'm going to give you my 10 favorite albums from 2015. So today is Friday, and on Fridays I do a video series called The Friday 5. It's where we have music-related topics on Fridays. If you like music, you should check it out. I will leave a link to the Tumblr down below. Feel free to make your own videos or blog posts or whatever. Check out some of the other Friday Fivers. I will link to them down below as well. But today's topic is the best of 2015. So I left this pretty open. I said that people could do different things. You know, your favorite artists from 2015, the favorite albums you discovered in 2015. So I know it's the Friday 5, but every year I make a top 10 list of my top 10 albums of the year. This is my first time doing it as a video. I'm not going to say a ton about these albums because this video could be really long if I did that, but let's get to it. Coming in at number 10 is going to be probably the most mainstream album on this list, and that is 25 by Adele. I love Adele. I love her voice. I think she has a lot of soul, a lot of passion in her voice, and you can really get the sense that what she's singing about is genuine and that she has felt everything she's singing about. I really like the single, Hello. I also really like the track When We Were Young and Love in the Dark.
Let me photograph you in this light in case it is the last time that we might be.
Coming in at number 9 is going to be No, No, No by Beirut. I talked a little bit about Beirut in my 5 indie band shoutouts video I did a few weeks ago. I have loved most of the albums Beirut has put out, and I was really happy to hear that they had a new album coming out. I say they, but it's really only one guy that plays everything, and then he has musicians join him on tour, but I'm definitely a fan of this album. I love the tracks At Once and Gibraltar. That's how you say that? Coming in at number 8 is going to be And the Wave Has Two Sides by On and On. This is a band I just discovered this year. They kind of remind me of some of my favorite late 90s, early 2000 alternative bands that I was really into. My favorite tracks on this album are Drifting, Alright, and You Were So Scared.
I know it takes some time, but underneath the surface nothing seems right, nothing feels right.
Coming in at number 7 is going to be Thank Your Lucky Stars by Beach House. I did a video about Beach House a while ago, my favorite Beach House songs, and in that video I talked about how excited I was that they put out not one, but 2 albums this year. It's really mellow. It's kind of like a call back to their older sound, I think, in their first couple of albums. My favorite tracks on this album are Majorette, Elegy to the Void, and Somewhere Tonight. Coming in at number 6 is going to be 1989 by Ryan Adams. So 1989 is obviously a Taylor Swift album as well, which I really love. But Ryan Adams, who is kind of an indie singer-songwriter, covered her entire album, and I loved his version of it so much. I will say one thing that bothered me about this album was that he changed all of the pronouns so that he was singing about she, where Taylor Swift was singing about he, and that really irritates me because The speaker of a song is not always the singer, and I feel like people don't understand that. Like, I have a song where I am singing from the point of view of Peter Pan. I am obviously not Peter Pan. But anyway, that's a rant for a different video. But if we're just talking about musically, I really loved his choices and his interpretations of the songs. How he made the songs totally unique, totally his own. My favorite tracks are Style, Out of the Woods, and Bad Blood. I will say on Out of the Woods and Bad Blood, I might even like his version a little better, slightly, than Taylor's original.
Are we out? Are we out? Are we out in the woods? Are we out? Are we out? Are we out?
Coming in at number 5 is going to be Every Open Eye by Chvrches. Chvrches is kind of an indie, electronic, sort of dancey band. This wasn't the album that made me discover Chvrches, but I think this is my favorite of their albums that I've heard. My favorite tracks on this album are Never Ending Circles, Bury It, and Afterglow. Coming in at number 4 is going to be Dopamine by BØRNS. Alright, I don't really understand this trend of making your band name have like a weird symbol or a weird spelling, like Chvrches with the V instead of the U and BØRNS with a weird O. But anyway, aside from that, I absolutely love this album. I discovered this one recently. I think it just came out in October or November. It was pretty recent, and I have been obsessing over it and listening to it pretty much non-stop. A lot of it is upbeat and it makes you feel good, but it also has real emotion and real soul behind it. My favorite tracks are Dug My Heart, Electric Love, and the track that I absolutely love that I've been playing over and over is The Emotion. Coming in at number 3 is going to be VULNICURA by Bjork. I got to see Bjork in March of this year in New York, and she played this entire album with the exception of one track, and it was amazing. I'm a huge Bjork fan anyway, but this album is so deeply personal and it's so real and raw and emotional. She does a lot of really interesting things with the instrumentation and the lyrics. It's just a good album. My favorite tracks on this album are Black Lake, Lion Song, and Stone Milker.
Show me emotion and respect.
Coming in at number 2 is going to be Val Mala by Champs. This is a band that I just discovered this year as well. I know I have talked about them before in a lot of different videos. When I discovered it in May, I think, I listened to it non-stop. They have incredible harmonies together. The lyrics are really interesting. My favorite tracks on this album are Forever Be Upstanding at the Door, 3,000 Miles, and of course the title track, Val Mala.
Tell me, is it real, VAMALA? Am I up as high as I feel? Alright.
And my number 1 favorite album of 2015 should be no surprise to anyone who paid attention when I said that Beach House had 2 albums this year, and that's going to be Depression Cherry by Beach House. So when this album came out, I was really excited, and I was like, new Beach House, yay! And it completely lived up to and surpassed my expectation. Everything I love about Beach House is represented in this album. It has a lot of emotion, the instrumentation and the layers of sound just get more and more complex with Beach House, and it just makes me happy. This album makes me feel good about the world. My favorite tracks on this album are Space Song, PPP, and Days of Candy.
Just like that, it's gone. Just like that.
So that's all I have for you today. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more videos about writing, books, or music. And until next time, thanks for watching.